All right, so I just filmed the whole video with the wrong camera, so it was getting the treadmill instead of me. Anyway, so this is a workout I did, I think yesterday. I started off with 5 minutes of reverse out knee pain or just backwards walking. I like doing it on a full inclined treadmill. Yeah, I just did 5 minutes of that. Just warms up the knees and overall body. Then I moved into chin-ups. I believe I did 4x8, just trying to work on getting more sets or more reps per set. I'd love to get 4x15, 4x18, something high like that. And then from there I moved into handstand push-ups. Now these are horrendous handstand push-ups. It's like a quarter rep, maybe a half rep at best. But I know those will get stronger the more I do those partial reps. Of course I could set up something where it's like an assisted full range and that'd be better, but I'm just gonna let it be as it is. And as my push-ups get stronger, so will my handstand push-ups. So it'll be fine long-term. Just something I wanna get, at least my head to the ground and up for 5+ reps. And then from there, I believe I moved into hack squats. So I don't use any weight for those. I believe I did 4x50, and I'm gonna keep doing more volume on those before I add any weight. So maybe like 4x100, 4x150, something like that. Just because I want to work on both that strength, but the strength endurance and just overall fitness, and that'll help me with that. Then from there, I did some adductor planks is what I call them. They're more like adductor plank reps. Pretty much you get in a plank position with your upper leg elevated to a significant degree, and then you just kind of rep it up and down, and it really works on those adductors of the groin. Those are really, really difficult. I only did 1x5 on each leg. So just one set of 5 on each leg. They're borderline as difficult as Nordics are for me. But I am getting there, and I'll shoot some video of that soon. I should have some like progress videos from way back where I couldn't really do much, and I just found out yesterday I can pretty much do a full range rep, 5 reps in a row, almost full range. I'd say like 85%. And then I went into deep push-ups because I only did 2 sets of handstand push-ups. So then I finished off with deep push-ups. I believe I did 4x15 or 4x16, something along those lines. And yeah, same with, with that, compared to the squats, I just want to get my reps really high before I even consider doing a harder progression or adding weight. Something like 4x30 of that deep push-up variation. And then I moved into what I call short range hip flexion. You could also probably call it hip flexor raises, and I pretty much just attach a weight to the bottom of my foot with some kind of rope. I could use a monkey foot. Those are like $80. I'll probably link that product down below, because why not? Not that I'm affiliated. We got 1 subscriber, but yeah, you're pretty much just doing knee raises with weight attached to your foot, and that just helps with overall speed. It helps with picking your feet back up when you're running, and the faster you can pick up your feet, the faster you can take a next step, and the faster you can run. So it totally makes sense. Sprinters have elite level hip flexors. I mean, they have elite level everything, but their hip flexors are big time. Yeah, I guess that was all the exercises I did. I'm gonna make a separate video about how I'm like writing or recording down these exercises. Pretty much what I'm doing is doing a sets per week goal. This week's a bit odd because 1, I'm a little bit sick, and 2, and that's not too much of an excuse, but 2, I'm going to Mexico for Friday through Sunday and probably won't work out at all, or maybe very little those days. But yeah, pretty much just a goal of sets per week. And a set to me is defined by something that is 80 to 90% to failure. So for example, I can do 100 hack squats now for a set with no weight, but if I added 40 pounds, I doubt I'd get more than 25 before I'm that 80 to 90% close to failure. the way I see it and the way a lot of people I've seen on YouTube see it, loving these guys' videos. K Boggs, I'll link him down below again. Just really, really, really good, like no nonsense, straightforward. This is how you get fit videos. He is just, I don't know if he directly mentioned this, but the way I see it, based on what he's talked about, is your body doesn't really know what kind of stimulus it's getting. It knows like muscle fibers are getting fatigued, and more and more of them are getting fatigued and reaching failure, but it doesn't know if you're doing 20-pound weighted chin-ups for 5 reps or no weighted chin-ups for 15 reps. It doesn't necessarily know these things. So of course there's minute differences. If you trained in the low rep range, still going close to failure, versus the high rep range, still getting close to failure, you will have different adaptations. But for general fitness, for good aesthetics, for strength, for endurance, you're not gonna have to worry about that much. At least that's what I think, and I'm gonna continue to try to do. So that's why there's the set goals rather than, 4 by 20 with this amount of weight, and next week I'm gonna do 4 by 15 with this amount of weight. It just gets overcomplicated. And that kind of leads into a different topic that I will also cover in a different video, about like struggles I've had with overcomplicating the recording, as I'm recording, like writing down the day-to-day workouts, where I'll just get so caught up in the details, like, okay, what's this exercise called? Is this variation called something different? What constitutes a rep? Should I do partial reps? Do I write that down separately? It just gets overcomplicated where sometimes I won't, and this is like my, I don't know if OCD is the term, but I won't do a certain part of an exercise because I don't know how to record it. A great example, and I'll get into more detail in a separate video, is push-ups. I'll do that deep range push-up for say 15 reps, and then I'm like, okay, I'm almost to failure. Let's crank out some partials to get like that range of motion working. So it could be partials at the bottom of the rep. You know, I'm just moving like 1/8 reps, or it could be partials at the top, or it could be like static pulses, like somewhat static pulses in the middle of the rep. Who knows? But if I just go based off sets, then I can still do those and not have to worry about what do I call it, whatever. So yeah, hopefully that all makes sense. I'll put down all the reps and sets for everything in the description, and hopefully along with the video. But yeah,